This clip is a sequel to a clip entitled Exodus or Exitus. This treated Herr Gernot Hüsam's theory concerning the origin of the Pied Piper story. He gave strong evidence in support of his view that the three von Spiegelberg brothers in 1284 instigated the disappearance of the children of Hamelin and led them to the rocky heights above the town of Koppenbrugge, where they suffered a major disaster, possibly a massacre. The motive for this action was to stamp out certain midsummer heathen or pre-Christian practices. Herr Hüsam supports his theory in his interpretation of a picture of the Pied Piper dating from the year 1592 by Augustin von Mörsperg. This picture in turn derives from an image on a stained glass window in the church, which has subsequently been lost and destroyed. Now we have a look at the picture itself. Note that the Pied Piper looms as a very large and dominating figure on the left side of the picture. According to Herr Hüsam, pictures of this kind had an allegorical basis. Those objects or persons depicted on the left were in some way sinister. We remember from our Latin that sinister originally meant on the left. On the right we see in this detail a picture of a fisher in whom Herr Hüsam sees Peter the fisher of souls. On this occasion he isn't having much success. In the lower central section of the picture we see in this detail three stags, which in Herr Hüsam's view points to the participation of the three von Spiegelberg brothers in the disappearance of the children of Hamelin, as three stags are shown on their crest of arms. In the upper central section of the picture we see Mount Calvary, and beside it a place of execution replete with gallows. In Herr Hüsam's argument, Calvary in the Middle Ages had negative associations with execution and death, and even the mouth of hell, devouring renegades and sinners. In Herr Hüsam's view, the young people suffered such a dire fate because they were accused of apostasy and involvement in pagan dancing practices around the mid-summer period. The Oberberg, or originally Kopan, to where the children were led, has long been associated with such practices. It is notable for its very strange Stone Age sculptures, such as Adam and Eve, so-called, two massive blocks of stone that appear to have human features. On the 725th anniversary of the Pied Piper story, in which over 700 young people participated, there was a sponsored walk from Hamelin to Koppenbrugge. Perhaps we can take a more sanguine view of the Pied Piper legend than that which is presented by Herr Hüsam, if we allow that such images as Calvary were introverted by poets, particularly Robert Browning, so as to make the Pied Piper more of a messianic or savior figure. This view I present in a clip entitled "Who is like the Pied Piper in his coat of red and gold?"